All right, y'all. So this is the Amazfit GTR 3 Pro. It's not the latest from Amazfit, but I am doing this video because it has an amazing Black Friday sale right now. So I'm not gonna hold you any longer. Let's hop into it.
I'm about to be on. Been on this mission since I first left home. Packed up my bags like nigga, I'm grown. Told myself to show myself to do no wrongs. Like I'm about to be on. Been on this mission since I first left home. Packed up my bags like nigga, I'm grown.
All right, guys. So I just absolutely had to cover this deal when I saw it. I believe this is going to be a Black Friday deal. Amazon doesn't like specify that, but I could see this going right back up in price eventually. But basically, you're getting 40% off for this smartwatch. This isn't the latest Amazfit watch. It's the second latest and greatest. The Amazfit GTR 4 came out after this, but there's really not a lot of major differences. Just the Amazfit GTR 4 has like a new GPS system, but the GPS on this is really great. I haven't had any issues with it at all. And they say fitness tracking is a little better and battery life may be a little better, but battery life is so good on this. I don't think it matters. You can get like up to 7 to 10 days on this, depending on your usage. I'll go over that like more in depth later on, but yeah, you can get this for under $150. I think it's personally worth around $200. But again, you could get this for $140, which is an absolute steal for this product. There's just so many good things about it, and I'm really excited to explain it in this video today. This is definitely by far the best smartwatch that you can get at this price. All right, so now that we got the price and the deal out of the way, we're just going to talk about the build quality. So I've had this for almost a year now. I got it in January of 2022. And it's one of my favorite watches to wear. I haven't had like any damage on it at all, like no scratches on the screen. And I'm pretty clumsy. I'm the type to always like hit my wrist up against the doorway or against the wall or something. And pretty much no scratches on here. Just a piece of dust there. But yeah, the build quality on this has been really durable. And it's kind of surprising because I have other watches like around the same size, such as the Fossil Gen 6 and then the Galaxy watch that I have on my wrist right now. These are around the same size, and this is significantly lighter. So this is going to be a lot more comfortable to do things such as workout in if you're actually trying to like measure your fitness and everything. Yeah, this is just the weight distribution on this just feels a lot better than other watches at around the same size. This is a 1.45 inch screen, and the screen is absolutely beautiful. One of the brightest screens that I have on smartwatches. You guys know I cover a ton of smartwatches, so saying that it's like one of the brightest is definitely a huge feature. So yeah, it's very bright and vibrant. It's an AMOLED screen, so the blacks look really good. I have it turned down all the way right now just because of how my camera would mess it up. But yeah, very good quality. This is actually set at the lowest volume. I mean, the lowest level currently. So yeah, it gets super bright. You also get buttons on the side, which is nice. Get to navigate certain parts of UI with that spin dial on this top button. You can program each of these buttons to do what you want as well. So I have it set up for the top one to go to the menu, and then the bottom one, don't remember. Okay, I have it to look at my stats for the day really quickly. Lots of in-depth information. And speaking of health tracking, the health tracking on this device is probably the second or third best that I have right now, behind the Galaxy Watch, of course. The fitness tracking hardware is extremely powerful. You get multiple sensors on the back. It does have GPS. The GPS is really good. So I don't really think it's that much of an upgrade if you're going for the GTR 4 in terms of like GPS accuracy. This is just really good accuracy, in my opinion. You get all of your essentials. You get your stress tracking. You get your blood oxygen level tracking, heart tracking, your pedometer to track your steps. Has a really good app as well. I'll show you guys the software on my phone a little later. But yeah, fitness tracking, I've had no issues with it all. It all seems to be very accurate and up there with my Samsung watch. I think Samsung does a little better, but yeah, this is up there, and especially at that price, 140, you won't find a better deal than that for sure in terms of fitness tracking and hardware. Just the build and design of this has just been really good for me. This is actually the band that came with it. I got the bronzest version. You can't really see it on camera that well, but yeah, this is bronze. They have multiple colors. They have like a black, a gray, silver, but again, I got the gold and I've had no issues with it at all. All right, so now we're just going to talk about the software and user interface of the GTR 3 Pro. So this is running Zepp OS 2.0. That's a custom software, so it's not running anything made by Google or Samsung or anything like that. This is Amazfit's own software, and it's actually really good. They've been doing these watches for quite a few years now. I'd say probably 5 years or so. They've been making these Amazfit watches, and they've been really good in terms of software. I had the GTR 2. That was my first Amazfit watch, and this is leaps and bounds. The software on it is leaps and bounds ahead of that. But I don't think the GTR 4 is going to be a really big upgrade. Zepp OS 2.0 is extremely similar to this in terms of like performance and fluidity and how everything is set up. But they say there's a battery increase in Zepp OS 2.0. It's just better at conserving battery. But the battery life is so good on this 3 Pro that I don't think it's going to be that much of a difference. So again, that's why I recommend the 3 Pro over the 4, especially for 140. So yeah, the software on this is really good. Just like most other smartwatches, you could just hold and choose from other watch face options if you want to. I'm just going to keep it on this one. This is my favorite because of all the data it shows. One of my favorite things about Zepp OS is that it actually covers the screen in pretty much like every screen that you go to. So just these cards that I set up, for example. So I have like my basic fitness data. That whole screen is being used. It's a big, beautiful screen, so I love that they use all of it in the UI. This screen as well, beats per minute. Weather screen looks amazing. PAI, which is like a fitness type measurement. And then you could also adjust like your music and playback from your phone on this watch if you have it with you. Then you get this screen with like a quick summary of a few things if you want. You could open them if you want to. And another cool thing about this watch, I want to say like not a lot of other watches at this price, well, probably no other watches at this price have a voice assistant other than Amazfit watches. So yeah, this has Alexa with it. So it actually comes with an offline voice assistant as well. You could use that if you want to. I don't like using it because you have to say the phrase like exactly how it's written down in the app. There's a spot in the app where you could learn all the commands, but you have to say it a certain way to trigger the offline one. So I really just like swiping over and going to Alexa. So I'm just going to show you how fast it is. Who are the Detroit Pistons? So yeah, that's extremely fast, especially for a $140 smartwatch. You can actually get audio too. Not sure why it didn't go off automatically, but yeah, if you want to, you could set it up to where it reads it to you. So yeah, you could also talk on the phone on this watch. That's another key point. It does have a speaker and a microphone, so you could talk on the phone on this watch if you want to. I don't ever do that, but if you want to, you can. You get all these quick toggles at the top. You get a ton of good settings to choose from as well. Bluetooth, display, preferences, workout settings, system settings, all of that good information. It's a really good OS for such a cheap watch. And you also get notification support. Let me pull up something. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, you get these notifications. You could just press it and it shows you the full notification on the screen. You can reply to certain ones in certain messaging apps, but yeah, it's only certain apps, and you can only do like pre-built responses. So like say someone texts you, you could just say meet you later or something like that. All of that is set up in the app. We're gonna go over the software on the app now. Okay, so now I am in the Amazfit app, the Zepp app, I'm sorry. The Zepp app is one of my favorite apps for pretty much any smartwatch, actually. I just really like how much information is in here and how organized everything is. And the amount of settings that you have on here is almost unmatched, other than, like, of course, more expensive watches running Wear OS or a Samsung watch or Apple Watch, but a ton of different settings to choose from. These are the best, like, non Wear OS watches for Android, in my opinion. You could also use this on an Apple device if you want to, but yeah, the Zepp app is really clean. There's so many different settings to choose from. Like I said earlier, you can set it up to receive phone calls. You could actually download music onto the watch if you like want to take it without your phone. You get the weather app. You could have world clock settings. So many different settings to choose from. Let me just show you the watch faces store. So many different watch faces to choose from as well, paid and free options. And then there's also an app store. This is one of the biggest things in Zepp OS, especially like going from the 2 to the 3. You get a lot of different different apps to choose from. There are a few third-party companies in here, but nothing like too crazy yet. I'll have to go through this again, see what the best apps are for the Amazfit, and I'll fill you guys in on that. You could also adjust your shortcut cards if you want to. So yeah, a ton of different settings to choose from. I really like how the fitness data is displayed. Everything is extremely organized, and I like how each section is like broken. You can see like there's like a clear separation like in between each different fitness sessions, such as steps and sleep, and just the charts are just super easy to read and they just look really good. And if you want to like check for like specific workouts, you can go in this different health icon you could touch the health icon and configure it how you want to. You can open whatever different type of workout that you want to see. So yeah, it's a really good app. No connectivity issues at all. Just really a fan of the software on the Amazfit. Okay, so the next thing that I want to talk about is something that I really think a lot of people should know when considering a smartwatch in general. So I have the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic on right now, right? This thing can do pretty much everything you throw at it. You have third-party app support, like major third-party app support. Like you could download Spotify, you could download Facebook Messenger, you could download a browser on here to browse stuff if you wanted to. So the difference between this and this is that Amazfit pretty much only has what's like already on here. They had like I showed you a few different third-party apps that you could download, but it's just not a lot of app support. But the trade away with that, with the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic, is that this will only last me like 2 days tops. It did last me like 2.5 at one point, but right now I'd say it's closer to 1.5 to 2 days, nothing more. But this thing right here will last me a solid 8 to 11 days, like easily. The battery life on this is just so great because it doesn't really carry as heavy as a software as you would get on a Wear OS watch such as this Galaxy Watch. And another major difference is that you would get a you can't really respond to notifications. Like if I wanted to on my Galaxy Watch, I could like open a notification and pull up a keyboard and type out a response here. You can't really do that on the Amazfit. You can only do the pre-built responses that you create in the app. But for those that like don't want to type on their watch and don't really need a lot of third-party app support, you just want something to track your fitness, you want to see your notifications, and you want to like do things such as like check your weather and things like that, this is the perfect watch for you. Like this does 95% of what a major smartwatch like the Galaxy Watch can do. That is why I actually prefer these over the Galaxy Watch, because I don't use all of the features of my Galaxy Watch. Even though I'm wearing it right now, I usually just like wearing it for the looks. I don't like charging it every few days. when I charged this up. I charged this up to 50% the other day, Saturday, and right now it's like at 24. So that just shows how good the battery life is on this. I don't think the trade-off is worth it. Just having like the extra heavy software and the ability to respond to notifications, I don't think it's enough. Battery life on this is just absolutely crazy. You don't have to worry about this if you like go on a vacation or anything. You could just charge it up one night and you're good to go. You don't have to bring an extra charger because it does require a proprietary charger. So yeah, I just really love the battery life on this. I really hope to see more major watch manufacturers get up to this level of battery life. So let's try to wrap this up now. So overall, if you see this for $140, grab it automatically. This was Amazfit's flagship watch of early 2022. And again, the GTR 4 is not that much of an upgrade. I would at least wait for the 4 Pro if they do that, because they do usually release the Pro version. But the GTR 4 is very similar to this. I don't see a reason to upgrade, especially at this price of $139. The GTR 2s are at like $129 and $130-ish. And this is $139, only $10 more. You can't beat this price at all. I cannot recommend this product enough. Again, I've had it for pretty close to a year now, and I've had literally no issues with it in terms of like connectivity, in terms of the software performance, in terms of the build and durability, in terms of the fitness tracking, in terms of the sleep tracking, which I use frequently. I've had no issues with the readings. I really like this watch a lot. Amazfit is one of my favorite companies. I can't wait to see what they do next in terms of software. I think that's their big next jump is going to be in software. So yeah, if you have any more questions about this product, feel free to leave it in the comments. Again, thank you so much for watching this video. And if you're watching this before Black Friday, pick this up automatically. I can't tell you anymore. So yeah, thanks for watching.